out. So there we go. It's Faze on the T side and NiP on the CT side. Let's see how this all plays out for them now. Again, good start is what they need. They need the economy. They just need everything that didn't happen on Overpass.
Well, right to the B bomb site we go for Faze. All 5 players in the halls.
Oh,
2 smokes, 3 flashbangs. Well, I mean, at least Lecro's not in the bomb site itself. He's playing over on Catwalk, and he's going to have to play retake, and there's going to be nothing that he can really do. Flashbangs come out. Smoke's a bit late, but he had one chance to hit that shot, and he missed it.
Yeah, they basically gave him a free one, and that was all. So bomb is going to be going down without anyone actually dying on either side here. So that's a bit odd. It's a 5-on-5 for a retake. All of Meister holding their flank, and Rez goes down. And that is so much relief for Faze. They love that. Now they know they can focus on every other path into this. And the job just got a lot worse for NiP. There's Rain taking down Nok, and I don't even know. It might be time to almost just, try and back out a little bit here. Save if you can anything. Nico and Brokey to follow it up. And yeah, that's a powerful pistol round for Faze.
Yeah, they got absolutely smashed, countered right off the back. Just a single player playing on Catwalk, and Rain finds Twist at the end.
What was that freaky jump he did coming through?
Yeah, you were talking about Kinky earlier. Rain wanted to get on the action.
Yeah, he just got a little bit of speed somehow coming through that. It's pretty cool. So, 1-0 in favor of Faze. Now, I think this is just a general rule for pistol rounds, because they are so weird compared to every other round of Counter-Strike. They can't know really that Lecro's alone there. I mean, they could throw that same execute, and if there was a 3-man stack at B, maybe
it goes completely different. Maybe it's a 2-on-2 at the end of the day. But yeah, that's a blind counter right out of spawn. We have to remember as well, though, NiP won the pistol on Overpass and lost the second round immediately, and that's what started all of their woes. And you'll see up at the top, we need to swap the graphics around, as it was Faze who took that pistol.
Really a bit of an uphill battle here for NiP. Again, we've got a scout on Twist and got some deagles on the rest of NiP, so another map here, Mirage, where you could definitely put that to use. I like the fact that they've got this Mac 10 on Meister, though, and if they just use him as the scout that's moving forward and, checking what's out, that's such a good use of a player like that. It looks like they're going to try and split the B bomb site from middle. They've got the space for it. Yeah,
pushing up towards Catwalk, the cover of the one smoke. They're doing this quietly as well, although no one's looking for Catwalk. A chance for Lecro, and his deagle's usually solid. Not this time. Took way too long on the first, and it took away his opportunity, but Twist grabs the head of coldzera from far away. I still don't know if they're close enough to actually go for this, but what they can do is set up and box these Faze players as close to the bomb site as possible and try and take as many weapons away right at the end.
Yeah, that would be huge, wouldn't it? It's a pretty good return to the tapping there for Rain, and he sees a couple more. They're going to be lining up. Almost got that, actually. There we go. That's not bad. Triple kill for Rain. Rez, yeah, he's not going to make it out of this hallway, is he? I mean, if they challenge him, maybe he's got a chance, but if they just stay put, then he's in trouble. It's an expensive round. Rain with a quad at the end, and it's ace, actually. He even got the first one in the round, but that's
a quiet
impressive.
Ace. Yeah, that was some nice shooting from Rain. Guarding on Catwalk, 2-0.
Yeah, it's against pistols, so you want to see him come out on top, but it did look smooth here. Nice double here.
Yeah, nice little lineup for him. A gift. First kill wasn't as clean as he would have liked, but now NiP have to go back to just pistols. No investment, no scouts. There's a deagle and a P250 picked up, and that's it. Should be a pretty standard round. coldzera even swapping to the Mac 10, perhaps to be a bit more aggressive, investigate that A bomb site, try and get some bonus money.
Lecro just hoping for that timing. Blinded by the smoke. A little bit awkward for Rain. Just got some backup there. And in the end, they'll be fine. They close out that round very quickly. Here's a question for NiP, and for you as well.
Okay.
How do you play this if you're NiP? Do you try and fight for that mid control, or do you try how do you want to deal with the middle of the map right now if you're against Faze?
I actually think you can do it right off the bat if you want to. If you're NiP, they have a good amount of utility. They have a good amount of Molotovs and smokes and flashbangs. They also have an AWP and knock, so you can open this up if you want to show an aggressive style. Remember, that was something on Overpass. They weren't aggressive at all. So if you want to switch things up and try and shock Faze early on, aggression might be an avenue you can take.
Well, odds are now 7-1, and it's 5-1 before. So this one got worse. Maybe Rez can change that around, as Nico will get dropped down the middle. So not exactly aggressively fighting for that mid control, but just having an eye on that and winning that first battle is so important.
Would it be interesting to see what Faze can do, because even if they lose a player, they have control of middle. They're boosting into the window. Rez is backed off to watch just this, and actually, it's Olaf with the MAC-10, so he needs to bide his time. He can't jump in there clean and take that fight. But even if you have a man advantage, but you lose control of mid, that can sometimes be just as deadly. That can sometimes even hurt you, not having control of middle.
It was Faze that smoked this off to try and get Olofmeister in here, and that is so perfect. Rez is not going to be happy. They probably thought that was going to be a smoke to try and get cat control or something, and instead it works out the other way. Long range play for Plopsky. I can't believe he actually got that. And now Brokey alone on the bomb side. Actually, he's got a little bit of backup there in... it's not going to be enough, is it? Twist goes down, and now Brokey 1 versus 3, and he's locked in. That's
a perfect recovery from Plopsky. Again, another big impact round. Missed chance there, but Lekro does finish it off in the end. Able to grab the AWP. Excuse me, yeah, they do go for the AWP. Nox got one, Twist is gonna have the other. So double up set up on the CT side. We saw this once on Overpass in their first gun round. It didn't work out for him, but here in Mirage, might be a little different. This is great from Plopsky. He knows one's gonna come from there, but then he sees the shot from Olaf, and that is a good response.
It could have been dangerous, so I guess Olaf must have picked up that M4 in the window, so it didn't even have the MAC-10 anymore. Still made it work. Plopsky, that is. And back to pistols for Faze. I mean, this is already, at least potentially, such a different start for NiP. If they win this round, they're going to get something they really never had on Overpass, and that's just economic breathing room. What a change that would be. Nork close with the 1-0, and Plopsky in front of him. They've got a great double setup out there.
That's 2 rounds in a row now. Rez has been able to win the fight against Nico in middle. Clean in a one-on-one duel to start off NiP on the right foot. 2-man advantage now for the defense, and these Deagles slow down. Again, looking for those mistakes, looking for anyone in the defense to peek into them, because such a disadvantage for coldzera. He'll probably even know the setup when he sees this up. Yeah. But what a tough fight to win with the Deagle.
Yeah, he was looking for it. You see immediately he was flanking around, trying to see if he could get that scope in, but not going to be working out. Lekro walking back from middle and maybe missing a chance. Brokey will take care of Rez, so a little bit of damage inflicted. Off on Twist, he gets the 1, he's almost going to get taken down, but he'll survive. And that's critical. Only Rez dying in this round for NiP, and a 3-2 scoreline. And Faze investing into the round. They actually have the grenades as well, not bad.
Look for Brokey. He's been past the AWP, not the usual one you'd expect, but he's got the spawn if he wants to go towards A ramp or Palace. He's got the close one to try and grab an angle and pick a player, a defender off. And actually, he goes the other direction.
I actually love that A rush with either a Deagle or an Orb. It is so much fun when you get the timing down right. Nork in position. Oh, I think that was a team flash that could have almost taken down Rain. Now he's just hiding in the middle. Surely that's been called down. I think that's why Rez is shooting through the smoke, and no one's found him. The grenade will do a little bit, but Rain is lucky to be alive.
Yeah, he played a really dangerous game, and that's both gun rounds. Now remember, previously it was Nico rushing up Catwalk to take the opening fight. This time it's Rain getting mid-control very fast, and now they have it in a 5-on-5. 2 smokes left for Faze to use, 2 Molotovs as well.
And look at how close to the corner of that A-bomb site coldzera is. He can turn that, if there's any fight going on in the window, he can turn this corner in a second, and he'll be there to break that up, so.
He'll need a flashbang from a teammate. Nox zoned in with the AWP towards that A-ramp. Not gonna be easy for coldzera to get involved with this AWP just perched, waiting.
Oh, are they going to flash their way through? Smoke. Yeah, here they come. And Rain will take down Rez. That's a good beginning. Plopsky falls, and I don't know what Nox going to be doing now. He gets flashed. You meant the flash to actually get coldzera out, but instead, they just take him right down.
Yeah, when the other half of the defense, it's not even Nox who gets pressured, it's coming up Connector. When that part of the defense collapses, Nox can do nothing but retreat. And that's all NiP can have in this round is 2 weapons survive. Twist and Lekro trying to keep the guns in their hands. 1 AWP, 1 M4 as well, but Olaf is already on a hunt.
Yeah, they know that Orb is somewhere else. Why not go for it? Twist got to be careful. If he scopes a lot here, Olaf can hear him.
I think Olaf might have heard him.
Yeah, it feels like it. Gonna be trying to go for him. There's no one really catch him on the other side, so the rest of Faze are pretty far away. And there it is. Orb gone. I've got to say, that's a cool strategy for Faze. They threw that smoke at top, connected themselves, stood 3 men behind it, and flashed. I think the flash even went over the building.
Yeah.
So, just how do you deal with that?
There's a couple layers to that as well, because when that fight's going on, if it's not a clean win for Faze coming up Connector, The Opper throws that Molotov towards A ramp. It looked like Nock was going to want to peek towards Connector and actually help his teammates, and that might be what coldzera was exactly waiting for. The fire of the op shot to take his peek, to get out into the open and pin him down in CT spawn. It just worked out because Rain hits a stellar shot and Olaf with the follow-up. They didn't need to have any of that struggle. They just had easy entries into the bomb site as they go. 4-2. NiP on the back foot with their money, again staring down economic issues.
Twist not excited. Yeah, they do. At least they pick up the double AWP, but you're right. Pretty much the entire bank spent in this round. Rain is 11-2 right now.
And again, mid control for almost nothing.
Yeah.
For just a little bit of utility, and that is a problem that we've seen defenses crumble if they're giving away mid control too easily, too consistently.
And Faze love it. They've been using Connector, they've been using Window. They're going to be winning the fight at ramp, though, and that's not bad at all. And down the middle as well, they actually finally get the kill on Olaf Meister, who was trying to sneak in for a third time in the window. So they found a way to secure that at least. 4 versus 3 should be a chance for NiP.
It's still very dangerous, though, even with the advantage for this defense, especially Plopsky's position. Baroki at A ramp, coldzera and Palace, Rain and Connector. They have him blocked in, and it's going to be difficult for Nock to be able to support him. Smoke is going to buy some time. But Plopsky, if he makes the wrong call and falling back, it's all over. He controls well. coldzera cannot hit the headshot, and Baroki's got to back away.
Oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Just this is one of those really critical rounds. When you go back and sort of walk through how this first half is going to be playing out, if NiP don't win this one, and especially because it looks like they might actually make it out with a bunch of rifles, then, you know, we're right back to that overpass pattern. And yeah, that really killed it for them. So
they can't lose anything. Plopsky's taking a big risk with this push, and that's money they don't have to lose. They must be careful. Miss smoke, but it doesn't really matter. Baroki's just trying to save, and no one from NiP is going to chase after that. Losing a third player in this round would be a disaster, even in victory. So a third round for NiP as they close the gap, but they're not out of it just yet.
No, definitely not. That'll be interesting to see. They have enough to put together a buy phase. I mean, saving that AWP and the rest of it, they could be dangerous in this upcoming round. 4-3. And let's just see. I mean, Faze and Rain just having a really, really good game to start with.
Listen,
that's a classic, isn't it?
This is only going to last so long. If NiP can't put a stop to how often and how easily Faze is getting control of mid, like eventually if you give up that so many times, it's going to bite you. And we've seen it happen once before already. But they cannot be giving it up just for free in that fashion.
Twist making a jump over. That smoke obscuring everything. And oh, he's almost caught him. He has, in fact. I think Olaf Meister thought that was the end of that fight, and now timing is looking good here for Faze. They want to punish it immediately, and Nico will take down Rez, not to follow, and they're just getting overrun. And Nico and Rain, an amazing tag team to open this up with, and there's just nothing left in the bomb side. Wow.
Faze is really loving, we saw it on Overpass here on Mirage, they're loving some of these set pieces of just a single pop flash. You get multiple players in position right at the end of Palace, one pop flash towards the site, and it ruins the defense. Nico is stellar coming out with a double kill.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to stop, isn't it? Again, there's just... Sometimes you want a little bit of a delay between the initial info that something is happening and it actually following through. And the way that Faze are playing, I mean, that's the problem with lacking the mid control, right? When they're in the window or in the connector, if they execute on that A bomb site, you're just not going to know until they're there. And the same thing kind of happened just from the other side here. So NiP not getting a lot of early warning when anything is coming through here, and that's rough. 5-3. And their money, once again, not looking great.
I know, it hurts. They've done their best to stay in this, and I think they might have to sit around out of buying. Rez is at 1,900, Lecro at 1,500, Nock at 1,400. They just don't have the cash to fight in this round, even with the saved op. Which you'd hope does not lure them into buying in this round, because that could have huge consequences down the road.
Yeah, I really wouldn't want to see that. Although we do every once in a while, you know, sometimes teams will just feel... It's almost like a flex kind of, you're like, come on, let's do it. And then when it doesn't work, you're like, well then, you know, to hell with it.
It's those noodle arms, not much of a flex.
Yeah, 9th round here. Twist with, oh, there's the M4. He did pick up an M4 for a teammate. Slightly tempted.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the timeout, they are going to invest. Yeah, this is one that makes you uneasy, but NiP have put a lot of eggs in this basket. This is a big round for how the rest of this half plays out. SMG, AWP, M4, and a couple of deagles for this defense to hold off the attack.
I mean, I want to be proven wrong here, but we've seen this so many times, and just from memory, it doesn't feel like the track record is that great.
Well, this is where you look at the position of Plopsky. You want that M4 to have contact towards the A bomb site. You'd like Twist with the op to be in a position where you can actually cut the map and just leave the AWP to have a deep angle to try for a pick and a retreat. And you're able to stack with those deagles elsewhere on the map. And that's exactly what they're doing, although Twist does not have that deep angle into the B bomb site. He's playing far back at the bench.
Yeah, and he's playing far back with only a flashbang. So if they make it past, he can't even buy any time or anything. This is so rough. Retakes right now, almost going to be impossible for NiP, given the grenade situation that they've got.
And only one kit on Twist as well towards the B bomb site.
Oh, Lecro falling away might be the wrong time. Smoke is up there in connector, and again, Faze, they're right on the lip of that A bomb site. They can be there in 3 seconds flat, and that's not going to be enough time for anyone to really come and help out. 40 seconds on the clock, and we do have a nice triangle set up here for NiP. If they can win the first fight, maybe they can actually do this into a little bit of a win. That Molotov forcing them in. There's Rez with the MP9 through the smoke, and he gets the first kill. And now the rest of Faze trying to come through. 30 seconds on the clock, and they're just a little bit slow this time. Olofmeister winning the fight. 25 seconds, and in the window, it's Lecro going down. That's Brokey alone with the AWP in middle, just holding it, and they're going to surely get this bomb plant. The only thing is North is he's up in the hallways waiting. Olofmeister's dropped the bomb, but they're outplanting it. Finally going to go for it. Brokey with another kill, and they can't stop the bomb plant. I think that was their big ticket here. Oh, I can't believe he gets that headshot. He goes for more and does a lot of damage to Olofmeister. This round should already be done for NiP. As soon as that bomb goes down, they should be in trouble. What do they do now? Twist lurking in, trying to take a shot through the box, and Olof will get one. The no-scope not connecting, and Twist, I don't know what you could do here. The flashbang right in his eyes, and a follow-up as well. He's blind for 10 seconds straight, and he still gets the no-scope. Taking Olof, and he nearly gets it. It's so close. Brokey instead with a nice triple, but that was... Man, they fought for that round, NiP.
You've got to give props to Twist for that attempt at the retake, that attempt at the clutch. 2 flashbangs in his face. He's still making progress, and that last shot had to have been so close. That looked almost on him, but almost maybe was taking a step as he fired. 6-3, but a narrow margin. And that's way too close.
Wow, yeah, I mean... That took everything, didn't it?
But this is the risk of that buy. Getting close with that kind of investment at that stage doesn't matter. You're now this is the hole that you've dug yourself.
It's true, isn't it? At least they have a Zeus in this round, so
yeah,
could be potential for comedy, you know.
I like that.
I think we've discussed this before, but it is kind of a win-win because either you get a kill with it and it's hilarious, or you don't and it's
It usually does look equally as silly. Rain going to control connector utility being used to keep and sustain mid control. Nico already up on catwalk, going to clear out the ladder room with a pop flash. At least Olaf for the moment investigating towards this B bomb site.
It would be great if they had a Mag 10 actually Phase just to again throw at a bomb site, but
Rez has that too, so we'll see how it comes. I think Olaf spotted one, goes for the pre-fire. Lecro down just below half HP. Still no commitment from Faze.
And look at Rain. He is checking out the site and finding nobody so far. And if he wins this fight, then they're going to avoid all of the danger on the other side up on the box. And that's, yeah, well done. Just Faze not leaving anything to chance here.
Yeah, Faze grabbing mid and just camping it and saying, Olaf, you check towards B, Rain, you check towards A, and we'll see what you guys find and go from there. They find a free site, and Olaf's going to find a double kill. The USB does put him down eventually.
I'm not gonna lie, Jason. I think you dated yourself saying they were camping middle. That term was retired in like 2007 or something.
Has that gone away?
I don't think people say that anymore. I don't know why. Maybe we could bring it back, like some sort of renaissance.
We've done too good of a job of explaining it as a useful tool in competitive CS.
That's the problem, isn't it? That actually we would think of it as a good thing now, but
not camping. He's lurking.
That's it. Just spin that.
Knock is going to try and hold on to this. Faze isn't boxed in, but I don't know if they want to commit. I mean, there's just not great money. And there's the spam from Nico. That makes things easy.
It's just unfair, isn't it?
Yeah, doesn't even have to actually face and challenge. Rain at 13-5. Remember on Overpass, he was the quiet one. The other 4 players were sky high on the scoreboard. He was just chilling, having a good time. Here on Mirage, he's taken over.
He's been tagged in, as they say.
It's your turn.
He's a big Norwegian guy as well, Rain. You know, you could see him maybe in like a some sort of spandex at the side of a wrestling match, just getting tagged in, jumping on the Swedish kids.
Okay, yeah.
It's rough, isn't it? It's really rough. Cold alone in middle. The rest of them, just I mean, if they make their way into B and they still have Cold in middle to control any rotation, that's hard to deal with, and they're trying for it. God. And what an entry! Rain gets one, and Lekro going to get rained on from above. Olofmeister will take him down. Here's that rotation that we're talking about, the control of it, and even just knowing it, even if he gets traded, that is so valuable.
They've done too good of a job though, Faze, and I don't even think there's a chance for a retake. Nock still over at the A bomb site. Rez bailing out towards top mid, and they're going to give it up. Faze have their 8th round, and again, it's simple. They seem to have really dumbed down some of these tactics, and it's just towards that B bomb site, the pop flash, the peek. Rain gets the first one. That second defender just has nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's hard to hold. You could just see, I mean, they even knew a second. I think they spotted Rain as he jumped past the first window, and it didn't even matter. Instant headshot entry there. 8-3 going to be the scoreline, and more doses of reality coming NiP's way. It's NiP versus reality in this particular best of 3. Not coming out on top.
I think reality always wins.
It's annoying, isn't it? We've yet to find a way to jailbreak that, but someone will.
Well, 8-3, and still just bring up the money issues for NiP. Not a whole lot of cash flow. AWP on Nock. Krieg on Rez, he can drop an M4 if he wants, but again, NiP's money is just right on the edge where it feels like you might just want to wait. And they are going to upgrade some pistols, buy some utility around the 2 saved weapons, and they'll play for the next round. But Faze, a very commanding lead.
Just showing themselves in middle, but have we seen NiP at all having mid control ever in this game so far?
Maybe in the second half we'll see it.
Yeah, they'll just save it for that.
Yeah, they haven't been able to challenge, and to be fair, the utility use has gotten so good and so standardized from T sides that challenging in mid sometimes does feel just very, very risky. But to not do it at all throughout a half seems so crazy dangerous.
I mean, I would love it if they had one window, one connector, one catwalk on B, and then just flash your way through. Just try and throw a flashbang until you could take a fight while they're setting up. Twist will get one on Olofmeister. That's pretty sneaky. Not sure it's gonna give them a lot here. Nico going down? Might have been wrong. Maybe it could give them something. 50 seconds on the clock, and Faze are a little bit scattered across the map.
I think Lekro must have spotted Nico at an earlier time that we didn't spot because he was so convinced someone was in that window. Cold with this position, 40 seconds. Any indication that he wants to take that peek. It might be Nock shooting out towards Catwalk. This is where coldzera pounces. Good control. Plopsy's going to have to now rotate down towards A-ramp and try and flank it out. Lekro holding on as much as possible. And coldzera keeping a foothold on this bomb site for his teammates.
When they spot Lekro, they know that he's there, definitely. He's still tapping away. That's a wonderful shot to take down coldzera. 20 seconds. The bomb is going to be planted, but Plopsky, can he get the kill right afterwards? That's the big question. A bit of a distraction, and there's Plopsky with the deagle, taking down Brokey. So for everything that coldzera did to open that up, and he did a lot. He even flashed him into that connector. It was beautiful, but Rain, I don't think there's a way out of this one. 1 versus 3. He's surely going to get shot at the back if he tries to go for this one. Actually, it's Lekro over the front instead. And NiP with another round, a triple for Lekro.
He had the challenge at that point, so he would have given himself a chance to spray down the diffuser inside that smoke. Either way, great recovery from NiP. It all comes down to that flank through Palace. That one was very nice. Plopsky coming around towards A-ramp. That was the insurance policy for NiP, and they've got their 4th out of an unlikely round. And now that just balloons their money, where they've had all these economic issues. Now they're feeling rich. Now they're feeling flush. They can dig into that playbook if they want. This is almost where you feel like if there was going to be a round where NiP pushed towards top mid, it almost feels like it should be this one.
Yeah, especially because you take all the wind out of their sails. They don't have a lot of money either. If you make that work, if you win that top mid fight, yeah, you can start to feel a little bit better.
You can afford to risk some losses because you have cash built up on Nock and Lekro and Twist. We'll see what they decide to go for.
I'm curious about this. I mean, there are obviously other ways to be aggressive. We've seen double stacks in A holes from the CT side. Pushing B hole. There's so many ways things to do. It's just that mid control seems to be something that you at least, again, you want to try it at some point to see if you're going to get it. And it doesn't seem like they really want to here. Rez just keeping an eye on it. Not going to be challenging for it. And the AWP on Nok is, they've got that same A ramp setup, which, again, I don't really mind that setup. I think that's a cool setup. But will it actually work with mid control possibly going to Faze here? Oh, that is dangerous, though. Roki surely going to be winning this fight if Lekro keeps going.
Yeah, this is, well, I don't think Lekro even wants to push forward with just a Krieg in this fashion.
What is he holding the light switch for? Is it someone tried to turn off the light? He's just ready to shoot him in the hand?
Well, he's got that narrow angle as well towards the top of the stairs, so he can spot if an AWPer crosses back and forth, or anyone crosses back and forth. But everyone on the map very quiet. Everyone very far back, very passive as well. Nok and Plopsky playing aggressive towards top A ramp. Rez in connector.
They got them in control now. 50 seconds. The bomb is quite far back. I'm wondering who is meant to pick that up when they have Rain in there now.
I would assume Olaf would go and meet up with coldzera towards the A bomb site.
Yeah, Broky's now running all the way back through underpass, and he's actually over on the B side. And Olafmeister, is he going to join him on that side? No, it looks like he's running all the way back. This is going to be a low. There's not going to be a lot of time left in this round. NiKo with an opening, though. That's not bad at all.
Plopsky's the one that can stop this. He could have the bomb if he finds his kill, but Olaf hears all the footsteps. The kills towards the B bomb site pulled the rotations. NiP thought for sure it was going to be attack at B.
Oh, but they would, I mean, if Plopsky wins that, he can't really know, but they would have won the round. There was 20 seconds left when he turned that corner. That's Faze just absolutely outplaying NiP in this round.
Well, that's a very good indication of what happens if you don't challenge at all for any control on the CT side. Even with the clock running down, even with it starting to get dangerous at 30 seconds in a 5-on-5, Faze had so many positional advantages that they were still just, they did such a good job of the position. It didn't even matter that the time was low. It was going to be such an efficient hit. There were so many people pushed forward into flanking positions to cut off the rotation and CT spawn towards that B bomb site. That is just Faze, that's a brutal constriction towards the bomb sites.
Oh, Nok wanting to fight in middle. He even did the double challenge, which is scary, but again, I kind of like seeing it. I just want to see what this is like for NiP, if they can just have a round where Faze can't just do whatever they want in middle, which they've pretty much been able to do I think one time they fought Olafmeister in window and won. Every other time he's been in there somewhere. Nok will take the first kill, though. That's worth a lot. Olafmeister drops. Cold over at the apartments. I mean, they could go for it again. Just 3 coming out connector with Cold, either flashing them in or just trying to see if he could sneak in a kill as they're all occupied towards middle.
Yeah, it's hard this time with no one in window. It's going to be a little bit difficult. That's one less angle. Well, you can see Rez, he's cautious with that smoke there. NiKo going to join up with Rain, so this will be a pinch. But again, Plopsky aggressive on A ramp, twist inside the bomb site. There's a solid defense here to hold off against this.
That definitely is going to have to be another good opening kill for Faze if they're going to make it.
No one's actually watching for coldzera to just march out. It's not the likeliest of plays, but it's very possible. And oh, coldzera definitely saw that.
Yeah, he did. And there comes the shot from Rain coming out of connector. NiKo will follow it up, taking down Rez. And just like that, the defense is down to Plopsky. He's at the A ramp still, and 30 seconds on the clock. And they're waiting. They want to find him before they go for it. NiKo goes down, and that MP9, Plopsky, now is the time to shine. He's going to get the shot, and that actually stops the bomb plant. Broky, he can't go for it any longer, and he's in so much trouble. How does he possibly get this done? 14 seconds now. Oh no, Lekro burning to the Molotov and up on top of the box. Broky, a young player, but he's not afraid of anyone, and he's going to be taking down Plopsky, leaving Nok now. It's a one-on-one. How's it come to this? Broky with a quad kill, and he just wants one more to get that ace. A bit of a jump to spot him out, and now he's ready. He's waiting for it, and he doesn't get the flick. Oh my god, it is so close, but Nok will save NiP. Man, what a bold player Broky is.
You can't even fault him for jumping up on the box after that effort of a clutch. Just play whatever you feel. You could have played the time, you could have played it more passively, but beautiful to even get Faze in a position of winning that 1 versus 3. Lekro burned so much of this Molotov. Wow, and the bait out of Plopsky, the patience to keep faking the bomb plant over and over with even just 7 seconds on the clock.
That was so well done.
It's a rookie stare down there at the end.
Yeah, you'd like to see that. Both players so playing like they have way more experience than they do. It's well done. Almost a triple. I think I said it was an ace, but it was just going to be a triple. Still, for that kind of a clutch, you have to appreciate that. A little bit of a push coming towards middle. This is what we've been asking for all along, and it catches Faze off guard. They get their first early win as Rez will take a double. And still, Rain, I don't know how he's not been found, and he'll get it back somehow. They knew he was there all along. And that's CZ not going to do anything. A little bit of pressure being applied, and NiP will pick up another round. 9-6. Starting to fight back a little bit. That worked out really well.
This was starting to look just as sketchy as Overpass was, but the difference was NiP just grabbed some control at the end. 3 of the last 4 rounds go in their favor. That was a nice job from them on defense to contain that and give themselves a better advantage for the second half.
It's amazing. Just imagine if they made car windows like that and it just, it malfunctioned like the windshield. As you're driving down the highway.
That's a grim thing to imagine.
Well, that's where my mind went. It's because of watching NiP play. I can only think of
car crashes,
something like that.
9-6 in the favor of FaZe Clan after that first half. They dominated Overpass, which was the first map in the series. So taking Mirage, they would win this opening series of Blast Premier. And Brokey's in position. He spots the shoulder. There's the first. And Twist, no armor. How much does he want to challenge? Nico is here as well, and he doesn't even know that quite yet. Now he's got the intel.
And Rain with a kill on the other side on the bomb, so this round is absolutely falling apart. I don't know what you do with your Twist. I mean, if you let them go, then you might not get a chance again. And obviously, fighting them could end very badly as it did. That bomb plant being tried for, a little bit of a wallbang attempt, but actually jumping and shooting. This is getting very tricky now. Lekro and Rez with an unbelievably unlikely round here. It's a P250 on Rez. Starts off with a nice headshot, and it is immediately cancelled. His subscription to that round was just done in by Nico. It's just immediately erased.
Yep, subscription, you got it for the one reason, then you cancel it immediately afterwards.
Yeah, just while the trial period is still on, so you don't actually have, but then you forget it. Sometimes
then you forget, and then you just keep getting billed.
Yeah, you realize a year later, you're like, why am I still so? Yeah.
10-6. With FaZe taking both pistols in this map now. They started the first half on a 3-0 run, looking to do the same thing here on defense. Rain has 20 kills. He's really skyrocketed. Brokey's having a good series. He's at 13 on this map. He was up towards the top on Overpass. Same with Nico.
17th round. And FaZe, I mean, they don't need a lot more right now. Just a couple of good rounds here, especially if they could shut NiP down early on. That's all they need.
Got to survive this second round by 2 Kriegs in action on Twist and Plopsky. Knock with the Scout as well. They have got a decent amount of utility to play with.
Somewhere out there in the green room, Chad is getting a tweet ready about the fact that you could have a better buy losing a round than you can winning it if you just get the bomb plant.
That's something to do with NiP magic.
Something to do with NiP magic as well. That's true. I know Chad's all about that in his heart.
Rez gonna try and peek up towards connector. Look how passive the defense is from FaZe, though. They don't want to mess with these Deagles whatsoever. They'll just sit back. They'll be content to allow them to have mid control, but those Kriegs are gonna come into play pretty soon here. Both of them in middle. Twist using his to cover towards Catwalk. That's gonna allow his teammates time to boost up into window, to get in towards connector and challenge towards that A bomb site if they want.
They snuck right under. Scout just waiting for it, and he actually gets a bit of a tag in. A follow-up from Rain will do a lot of damage, and Plopsky finally with a return. And is it going to be quite enough? That's the bomb down there on connector, and on the other side, Cold and Olof, they're ready. Yeah, they're going to be boosting up on top of this bricks, and I don't know what you could do now. They're stuck in here. Easy kill, and that's going to be a good follow-up. That's so well done. FaZe handling that very, very well.
I don't know if it was just they didn't necessarily have a plan or if the engagements just didn't go their way to put him into use, but Plopsky is the last player to go down there for NiP, and he had a full set of flashbang smoke and a Molotov.
How they were sneaking through through the middle there, dodging the Scout. You ever play that game Commandos where you have to like get a squad through and you don't actually almost never have to fight anyone? You just have to like sneak under sentries and stuff like that?
I don't think so.
Okay, well
it sounds fun.
I'll show you at some point. That's what Threat's playing.
Okay.
It's just saying like just don't try and fight them. Just try and sneak in. See if we.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, in Counter-Strike, you do have to fight them eventually.
I bet Threat played that game and was really good at it. 11-6, 18th round. They're out of money, which they're used to at this point, though. That's good news.
Yeah, they've been playing this whole series pretty much without any cash flow. Nico going to get aggressive with the SMG now. Plenty of bodies at top mid, and the M4 is pretty brutal. Brokey gets 1. Nico has a 3rd kill in the round. And it's all over. Lekro's going to try and just walk into the B bomb site, and he can have it. Bombs down top mid. Nobody's here for FaZe.
Yeah, not much of a victory when you don't have the actual bomb. One shot's all he was going to get. Cold Zero will take him down. NiP with the triple and a 12-6 scoreline. And still Rain leading the he started with 9-0, I think, and he just hasn't let go of that #1 position since. So that's pretty impressive.
No one's really been close until just recently as NiP started to add up some body count with the SMG. He's at 16 kills, so not too far behind. But yeah, I mean, this is just, FaZe feels like they're just a step ahead tactically and their way they're playing this map as a team. And then also the skill is there in this game for FaZe as well. 6-round lead. 3 players gonna take mid control for NiP. Flashes, smokes are out.
Oh, and they're running the gauntlet here. They've actually got him locked in the corner, NiP, and there's no one nearby that can save him at the moment. So, I don't know, maybe they could throw a flashbang over the wall to try and save him. That would almost be the only thing at the moment. He's going to flash his way in this. Yeah, late flashbang from a teammate, and he does make it out. I think they could have maybe kept him boxed in, but...
It was a tough angle to punish when he was jumped up on top of that railing, right?
Yeah.
Could just barely see the lower half of the body, and just no one was really aggressive enough to take advantage of him being stuck. Either way, they've accomplished their goal, even if they don't get that kill. They have mid-control themselves. They have Lekro in the window. He can cut off rotations. He can find a pick here onto NiP if a mistake is made.
Look at Rain and Brokey pushing up in those A hallways.
It's a good reaction for 1 minute left in the round, starting to get information. Brokey can even fall away and let Rain sit here.
And especially, they lost mid control. This is something that we didn't see out of NiP so much on the CT side, but sort of a response to losing mid and saying, okay, well, let's try and figure out what's happening in A.
I'm surprised it's not more of a response. So I'm wondering, Brokey is just now falling out. Cold Zero and Olaf, they're situated over at the B bomb site. This is a pretty decent setup. Olaf can do work. Here comes the flashbang. Olaf's gonna have a chance. As the flames come in, he's got 1 kill, and he can't follow up on a second. But they brought it into a 3-on-3. NiP gets just 1, and the bomb is going down.
Oh, that looked like he almost made that transfer work. He's so lightning fast, but you're right, the bomb is down, so 2-on-2. Flashbang doesn't really do that much. And oh, what a repeat from Brokey again. Quick with the open Rain with a headshot to take down Plopsky. They just get the bomb plant, and FaZe will clean up the round. 13-6 now. That's, I don't know. That was a close round.
It was a very close round. I think the big thing was NiP pushing through that smoke. There was a smoke towards the Myrtle hole, and he just went through it. He took the risk. They delayed just enough. Oh, it's a team Molotov that bounces into Olaf's position. He might have been able to play that differently and survive a little longer if the fire wasn't there. But yeah, NiP with just 1 kill in the rotation. Brokey with that quick shot as well.
I'm not going to lie, though. If you're Cold Zero and you're not sure if your teammate's going to go when you want him to, that's an excellent way of
just throw Molotov at his feet.
Making sure, like...
You're going to peek now.
Yeah. Here you go. Like one of those, those eagle birds that push the, their babies out the nest when they need to learn to fly.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Okay. Olaf is the baby bird in this scenario.
That's what I was going for.
Okay.
There's a Photoshop in there somewhere.
13-6. Timeout taken by NiP, just now ending. And they are running out of chances quite clearly in this series as a whole, not just the map.
Yeah, I mean, this is so rough. 13-6. It is FaZe map pick, but still, NiP looked like they had a little bit more of ground to stand on. They had some rounds where they had more money here on Mirage, but FaZe have looked so deadly all the way through the day, which in many ways is, I think, just what everybody wants at this point in time. More good plays out of FaZe. That would be set the tone off right for 2020. Some grenade damage in the middle, and they still have mid control if they wanted here. NiP, they could do something with this. Plopsky sneaking in alone in the middle. Oh, I think he got. Did he? No. Almost got tagged there.
Well, we're gonna have a big test for Rain. The hot hand so far in Mirage, him and NiP combined at this A bomb, so they're the only 2 defenders here. Cold Zero's gonna try and get in a position, but I think he's gonna just be late unless Rain can do something spectacular, and he does deliver. A double kill, puts NiP into prime position, but he can't handle Rez turning the corner.
That's so important for Rez to get that kill. A follow-up on NiP, and now Cold is still there. Brokey's there with the AWP. They're going to go for a bomb plant towards the middle, and Olafmeister, if he was there 5 seconds earlier, that might have been an absolute disaster for NiP, but at least they have that bomb plant. And now look at Nook. He's going to be walking down towards the ramp instead. He would have a good angle for it. Rez with yet another kill. He's fighting in the middle. Another headshot comes through. A huge quad kill for him so far, and he's looking for a bit more. It's going to be Plopsky to clean it out, but that was a very, very accurate round out of the young Swede.
Yeah, that's a disgusting round from Rez. Just marching up into that A bomb site. Nico not prepared for it. That's a hard clear of the corner and a good call as well. Single-handedly takes over the round, gives NiP their 7th.
It's a 6-round gap. And if Faze run out of money here, then it's not even going to be 6 rifle rounds. It's doable. Like, they can close this out if they can just break the economy.
Yeah, this can shrink, but I mean that's exactly the story we told on Overpass, and they were never quite able to do it. Every time they had Faze at that breaking point, Faze was able to hold on to the round and get some money flowing back into their coffers. So this is a huge chance for NiP. If they can win this, that lead, like you said, it's going to disappear pretty quick. Another timeout taken. I believe this time it was Faze.
Just maybe talking a couple of things over. I mean, they've done a lot of different things already in terms of trying to be aggressive. It just looks like they have more of a theory of what to do when they sort of lose one part of the map. How do they make up for that? Trying to think, maybe wanting to be aggressive, but the smoke in window means Brokey can't help out Rain, so he just says, all right, I'm not going to push alone. Nico, this is not looking good for him at the moment, is it? There's 2 people on the other side. If he starts, he's going to be falling back, which might be good news.
He can't protect coldzera in this position. That's going to be a lot of pressure on Brokey, who's now down low, so coldzera's got to give it up. This is awkward. He's going to burn alive. Rain needs this kill. It's not clean. Oh, they have all the defense here, though. They've gotten here just in time. Nico with a double. The fire is surely going to take them down, but Rain is still waiting and holding them away from coldzera.
He's right on the other side, and Lekro, I mean, he's the only element of surprise right now. If he could sneak in and get a kill, that would be something, but Rain is going to be so quick once again. Headshot to bring it down, and Nico starting the round with that triple. That's a nice flick, but it's going to immediately get cancelled. Another double kill for Rain, up at 26 and 11 right now, putting on an outrageous performance.
Yeah, Nico gets a double kill before he goes down and gets the 3rd kill with a nade from the grave.
Yeah. And there was unbelievably awkward timing for Faze, wasn't it? They almost got, like you said, Nico wasn't going to be able to protect coldzera. It looked like it was all going to come crashing down, and then somehow they still turn it around. And that was the round where NiP were going to crush their economy.
Yes.
So you just said it, and here we go.
It happened again. Faze just able to prevent the disaster. So, I mean, it's just been... NiP's got nothing easy in both of these maps that they've played so far. Everything has been a struggle. And they're starting to really collapse under the pressure. Plopsky, Twist, Knock, and Lekro all towards the B-bomb site. coldzera and Olaf to defend.
We saw this kind of a round attempted by Faze when it was coldzera holding middle, and the rest of Faze were pushing the B-bomb side. And I mean, it makes sense to try and do this, but they still need the entry.
coldzera's got a Molotov. If they give away the game towards this B-bomb site, if he can turn fast enough, that could be brutal, but he's playing gun out.
Yeah, Olaf Meister, that MP9, not a lot of stopping power when they're all over the edge. Brokey caught in the middle of nowhere, and he's definitely going to be going down. So now coldzera just playing a spy inside of the smoke. They faked the bomb once, but he's waiting ice cold inside of it. Is he going to go for it this time? The smoke is gone and the bomb not being planted. He almost got the follow-up. That would have been a really good headshot, and Rez will catch Rain trying to get back. It looks like NiP have at least bought the space to get this bomb plant down, although Nico... That's the kill on Plopsky. A little bit of a stutter. Bomb goes down. Wow.
He can go for this. He doesn't have a kit. His only other option would be to save some kind of a weapon. If he can find it, he misses the jump, and that's an awkward thing to have happen in a 1 versus 2, and you might as well back away at that point. It's not your clutch.
It makes everyone else feel good for the amount of time that we've all tried to make that jump and failed, you know. I'm glad Nico's also doing it. Is that your excuse when you know, matchmaking teammates laugh at you in the future?
I watched Nico do it.
Yeah. Failed that one too. Slightly different stakes, obviously, but 14-8 now as NiP find a way through. That, I don't know. That was close, wasn't it?
I mean, that play from coldzera coming up catwalk, that's a brutal play. That is ice cold, not coming through the smoke, because you could see it was a fake tap, and I think Plopsky was even looking for that exact. They had to have been like hitting tab and saying, coldzera's still alive. He's probably around here somewhere. Awkward exchange for Olaf, not able to get into safety. Oh, I'm glad we get to see this.
Oh. His angles.
The best is they probably aren't even laughing at Nico. We just edited it to make Nico look as dumb as possible.
Yeah, giving away all the TV tricks on you. We should do that compilation. That'd be good. Just people outrageously laughing. Ooh, nice boost. And Nico and Brokey there with a follow-up. They are just merciless, aren't they? Not giving any chances for NiP. Every time they've got them in a position where they're out of money, Faze just find a way back. This is so rough. Cold knows. Lecro hiding inside, but this is the play that Cold tried to do last round and did, so he's just well aware. It's like, I'm not going to trust this.
All down to Knock. Feeling very lonely on this map. Cold Zera going to take a fight in open space, and he's going to win it. Welcome to the pros.
It's like the Counter-Strike version of that Stephen King thing, The Mist, where there are monsters inside you. No? No?
No, I don't know that one.
Okay, well, fair. It's fine. 15 to 8, Jason. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't know Commandos. Don't know any Stephen King.
Yeah, we need to coordinate our references better next time around. 15 to 8.
Yeah, let's. I mean, I think what did they need to win on Overpass? 10 rounds in a row?
Yeah, that was 15 to 5 at one point.
Yeah.
Not too much better here on Mirage, despite looking better.
If something felt better, but it's not exactly clear what. Brokey with that Krieg long range and the spray down. Absolutely disgusting. They're all headshots, and there's nothing left here for NiP. Man, this is obviously not how they want to start, but what a great way to see Faze get off the ground.
Yeah, I mean, not just here at Blast Premier, but even just in 2020 in general, and that's got to fill you with some hope. Like what they see, obviously, I mean, let's not take too much away from it to give them too much credit just yet. This is a team with a very recent roster change, losing their star player, losing their identity. It's a transitional period for NiP, but to start off so far here at Blast Premier in London, Faze looking good. A dominant 2-0 victory over NiP.